Hello class and happy Easter. Today we're going to be doing problems from our fraction 2 worksheet, and this is from week 2. Let's look at number 1 together. I got 5 2/9 plus 6/7. So I told you all to do your multiples when you notice that they don't have a common denominator. So let's look at our multiples of 7 and our multiples of 9. Okay, my multiples of 9 are 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, and so on. And remember, your multiples are the timetables, but it's the answer part of the timetables. My multiples of 7 are 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63. And I kind of stopped there because I knew that 63 is going to be my common denominator. So when you're looking for your common denominator, you're looking for the first number that they have in common. And the first number from looking at my list that they have in common is 63. So my new denominator is 63. And don't forget to bring down your whole number. So you can look at this 2 ways right here. You can ask yourself 9 times what gave me 63. So I know that 9 times 7 is 63. Or I can look at my multiples of 9 and count. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. So it took me 7 numbers until I got to 63. So that's why I got that, where I got that 7 from. And then I can also say 2 times 7 is 14. So now I can say 7 times what gave me 63. 7 times 9 gave me 63. So since I multiply this 7 by 9, I can multiply this 6 by 9. And that's going to give me 54. And again, you can count. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's where that 9 came from. So now I have a common denominator. So I'm going to add my numerators and bring over my whole number. So I got 5 and 68 over 63. So right here, we notice that something is wrong here. I cannot have an improper mixed number. So you can do it 2 ways. You either can divide this, or you can ask yourself, how many 63s can I take out of 68? So if you think mentally, how many 63s you can take out of 68, you only can take 1 63 out of 68. So when you take that 1 out, you add it to that whole number. So if you add 5 plus 1, that's 6. So then after you take that, basically, you take it, you minus the 68 minus 63, okay, everybody? So when you think about how many 68s you can take out of 63, you can take 1 set out. You think about how many numbers do I have left? I got 5 numbers left out of 63. So out of that 68. So your final answer is 6 and 5 over 63. Let's look at number 2 together. I got 7 and 2 6 plus 1 12. So I'm going to do this problem the same way. I see that I got 2 different denominators, so I'm going to do the multiples of 6 and the multiples of 7, of 12. So if I think about my multiples of 6, I got 6, 12. And I'm going to stop because I noticed that that's a 12 and this denominator and that's a 12 here. So I know that when I write my first number for my multiples of 12, that first number is going to be 12. So the first number they have in common is 12. So write your new denominator and bring down that whole number. I told you all that if your denominator does not change, your numerator also does not change. This one did change, so I can look at it two ways. I can say 6 times what gave me 12, or I can look at the multiples. How many numbers did I write? I got 1, 2. So I got to multiply this 6 by 2 and multiply that numerator by 2, and that is 4. So when I add this, I'm only going to add the numerators. I got 4 plus 1 is 5 and keep the 12. And remember I told you all last week, always do your fractional part first and then look at your whole number. Now right here, you don't have a whole number, so that means you only bring down that 12. You don't have anything to add it to out here. So my answer is 7 and 5/12. Let's look at number 3. I have 1 1/10 plus 7/8. Same thing, I'm going to find my multiples of 10 and 8. So my multiples of 10, easy, are 10, 20, 30, 40, and I can just say 50 and I can stop them, okay? My multiples of 8, I got 8, 16, 24, 32, and 40, and stop right there. So if you notice here, my common denominator is going to be 40. So write your new denominator. Bring down your whole number. So ask yourself, 10 times what gave you 40? I know that 10 times 4 is 40. Or I can look at my multiples. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. So that's where I got that 4 from. Since I multiply this denominator by 4, I need to multiply this numerator also by 4. I know that 8 times 5 give me 40, so I multiply this 7 by 5, and that's 35. And again, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's where I got this 5 from. So when I add this, I'm going to keep the denominator. Always do your fractional part first. I know 35 plus 4 is 39, and bring your 1 over. So I got 1 and 39 over 40. If you notice here, 39 and 40 is a 1 number difference. Remember I told you if you see that your number is a 1 number difference, it cannot simplify. And to explain again what a 1 number difference is, if I subtract 40 by 39, that's equal to 1. 1 number difference means that if you subtract the two numbers, the answer is going to be 1. Let's look at one more together. Let's look at number 4. Number 4, we have 5 and 4/7 plus 1/9. Now, we've already looked at the multiples for number 4. We looked at, these are the same denominators in number 1. And we already saw that our common denominator was 63. So I'm not going to redo these. And bring down your whole numbers. But we'll bring down that one whole number. We notice, and we remember from number 1 that we multiplied 7 by 9. So we got to multiply this 4 by 9. We multiply this 9 by 7. So we got to multiply this 1 by 7. So when I do that, I know that 4 times 9 is 36. And I know that 1 times 7 is 7. So again, always add your fractional part first. 36 plus 7 is 43. And keep your denominator. And just bring down your 5 since there's nothing here to add it to. Okay, that concludes our notes. Again, throughout the week, I'm going to send you a Google form, and you're going to do just like you did last week. You're going to click the correct answer and submit it. You have only one time to do this, so please make sure that you watch the video and watch the video. Make sure you work out all your work before you open up that Google form. Thank you so much. I hope y'all had a great Easter too today. And I will talk to you later. Goodbye.